Hello, Dr. Tawana Worlds by birth, also known as a disruptor. Did you know that millions who grow up in poverty also die in poverty? Have you ever heard the saying, what good can come out of the hood? Well, I'm here to disrupt for just a minute. Yes, I was that little girl that grew up in the hood, grew up in the ghetto, single mother, absent father, eating out of the trash can just to survive. But I was also that girl that determined way back then that I was not going to become a product of my past. And now I help others do the same thing. I'm not a victim, I'm a victor. I help men and women from similar backgrounds find value in their own vault and create wealth from within. Hey, what is going on? What is going on? What is going on? Let me go ahead and fix my screen. Hold on. Sometimes I don't know why it does that, but I want to be full screen right now. What's going on? What is popping? Let me go ahead and get started over here. When I say this is probably the most important message you gonna want to hear, I absolutely mean that. So let me go ahead and welcome my cousins over here on Instagram. I'm gonna greet everybody at the same time. We're just gonna go ahead and get straight to the beat. What's going on, cousins over here on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube? What is going on? Y'all know I don't come by here for no bull, sugar, honey, iced tea. Whenever I come by here, it is on purpose, okay? I want to welcome all of those who may just stop in for the first time. You know, don't know me, I don't know you, but you decided to let me earn the rights to your time. Welcome to you. And to those that always come around and sit with your girl, welcome back. I wanted to say this first and foremost. Please share this with everybody. Okay? Some of the times I say, hey, help me share the live video just so I can reach the people that I'm supposed to reach and help me beat the algorithm whenever. And I want y'all to know this. Whenever you are on any of these platforms and you are mentioning truth, they will suppress your content. It's not anything entertaining, okay? It's not anything, that is distracting. So when you coming by here to wake people up and tell the people the truth and show receipts, they suppress that type of content. But I believe everybody and their mama need to know what's really going on, okay? You'll understand by the end of this live why they trying to distract us with this Puff Daddy trial and this Elon Musk and Donald Trump fallout. When I tell you these people are wicked, and I'm not going to start this off like this is some type of campaign to get you to convert your life to my beliefs. But what I will say is if you don't know God, you're going to really need to get to know him. Try him for yourself. If you don't like him, the devil will always take you back. But try him. And if you tried him, try him again. Okay? Try him again. A lot of the things that we are witnessing, even what I'm getting ready to show y'all, is written straight from the book. It's written straight from the book. It's literally, the pages are coming to life. There's absolutely no denying whatsoever what is happening and what these people have planned. Now, I'm going to bring y'all up to speed, and please share. Make sure you guys are, if you're on YouTube, how else you help me beat the algorithm is just by smashing the hearts, okay? The heart button, just letting the algorithm know, hey, this is a video. Same thing on Facebook and the same thing on Instagram, okay? We need this in as many For You pages or people news feeds as possible because I kid you not, I kid you not. Everybody and their mama need to know what's going on. We already see enough of it. But I told y'all, I have been researching ever since I was at this inner circle meeting where all these tech geeks and all of this stuff, they were all gathered there and, sharing how you can use AI in your business to grow your business. That's what the whole thing was. I'm not going to mention the name of the summit because some things were said in privacy that I'm about to repeat publicly. While we were going over all the amazing AI tools, they sat on the panel and they began to joke about this new technology that will be, basically released next year. It's like, yeah, y'all get used to it like it wasn't nothing. Like they're super excited about it, but there was a check in my spirit. Real talk. It just like instantly, if I had antennas, they went straight up. I'm like, what? I ain't heard nothing about this. And I've been in this technology space for a cool little minute here. I ain't heard nothing about this. And then I started doing more research and I started finding out that the person who originally created OpenAI, why the whole fallout took place, how Elon Musk was involved. Okay. I began to mention that here on these lives, on my Instagram, on all of my channels. I began to mention what you're seeing right now is not just a bromance breakup or whatever the headlines want to call it. This man came in from the jump with an agenda. And Elon Musk is very, very technology. The type of mind that Elon Musk has, he has to be influenced by a spirit. We're influenced by a spirit, whether we know it or not, whether we acknowledge that we are or not. Okay, whether that's a familiar spirit, you act just like your daddy, familiar spirit. Whether that's an evil spirit, you wake up, on demon time. The Holy Spirit, you always influenced by a spirit. Okay, whether you know that or not, knowingly or unknowingly, you are influenced by a spirit. Some people are influenced by Beyonce's spirit. Some people are influenced by Chris Brown's spirit. Okay. So we are always influenced by some type of spiritual entity, being. We are a human being we're a spiritual being, having a human experience. So let's just start that off right there. But I've been saying this, and this is not a preachy moment. It's just a moment of wisdom so you understand where we at and where we going. Okay. It says in the last days, these last days will be just like the beginning of days in the days of Noah. A lot of people would think that means a bunch of, gay, bisexual, LGBT type activity. Most people would think, oh, that's what was happening, and that's why, the flood or Sodom and Gomorrah, it was just wickedness. No, it wasn't just, that. It was the principle that you took a being created by God and mixed it with another being created by God. Okay. A human being and a spiritual being. It says the sons of God, which are angels, and the daughters of men, which are women, us, children of mankind, intermixed. Okay. Intercourse. And they created Nephilims. I dare you to go check your Bible. Okay. They created a hybrid race called Nephilims. Okay. So that is why God felt the need to flood everything except Noah. Noah was not a perfect man. Noah had a perfect genealogy. He was not tainted. He was not mixed up. Neither was his family out of all the population. Okay. That is why he was spared, so that he can procreate and reduplicate what God did from the very get-go. if this is making sense to you, I'm going somewhere with this, okay? This is not a Bible study. It's words of wisdom. If you are understanding, just let me know in the chat real quick before I proceed, because I want to make sure you understand. Devils understand, just in case you don't think they do. They understand, okay? See if I can move this. Try to get this off my face a little bit more. All right. All right, I'm waiting to let me know. Do you picking up what I put? Okay, cool. I got one yes. As long as I can get one or two yeses, that'll be great. So, as in the days of Noah, will the last day be? What is that? Where mankind will try to mix mankind with AI machines. Okay? Something that God did not create. Period. As in the days of Noah, so shall it be in the last days. People will still be drinking. People will still be blind and marrying. People will not see. But as in the days of Noah, this is what happened in Noah. This is why I did what I did then. And now here we are in 2025, where you have these billionaires, okay, that can now take computer chips and insert them in your brain. And all you got to do is think it. Elon Musk. Now you got this other CEO, big tech billionaire CEO, who now wants to take AI, artificial intelligence, and gene edit. Okay? Wants to create babies using human embryo and AI genetic editing, gene editing to create this hybrid type of civilization. The truth of the matter is they do not want human beings on the planet. I showed y'all the highlight where the man say by 2300 there will be no need for human beings. I showed y'all the articles. Okay, if you ain't seen them, go look back at them. But I've been sharing this with y'all for the last couple of days. How these people, not me, it ain't no conspiracy theory when they say it out of their own mouths. I'm just showing you what they said. Mark Zuckerberg, that things that we need physically, stuff that we need physically, okay? Stuff that we need physically, we will no longer need. I showed y'all the highlights. Because they plan on releasing another type of artificial intelligence called artificial generative intelligence, AGI. And then from there, it's ASI, okay? I showed the model the other day. I don't want to revisit that because I just want to bring y'all up to where we at. Elon Musk, with all of his money, okay, which makes him feel very powerful. It does. Wants to create this XAI, this whole technology type of universe. Bro, more than likely, it's going to be one of the conduits that usher in the mark of the beast. And that's what this is all about. These systems that they have put into place to replace people you won't be able to buy, sell, or trade, beloveds. I'm about to show you, because I bet y'all did not know. I bet y'all didn't know that they plan to get rid of the dollar bill in 2026. That's in months. That's in months. And guess what they're doing? Because I've been showing y'all for the last couple of days. Gold is at an all-time high. Silver is at an all-time high. I'm like, why is it at an all-time high? Crypto is the new digital dollar, the digital currency. Okay? Donald Trump himself said, we will be the crypto capital of the world. Now the banks and everybody else are preparing their systems to be able to transact with currency. That is, you're going to have to obey and do what they say in order to receive their exchange, their currency. Just like with the dollar bill, don't think that you get that dollar bill and it belongs to you. It does not. It's a note for you to pay them back taxes on everything, food, taxes on clothes, taxes on everything, insurance tax. Okay. So what they did, y'all understand it? Let me know in the chat. I'm gonna turn off this light while y'all typing yes, because I ain't moving forward until y'all let me know. Straight up. Okay? Let me know. This ain't a live where y'all can just come and be lackadaisical. I wanna know and understand that you understand and that you know. There's too many of y'all watching for one or two people to just be like, yes. Straight up. This is very, very important. I did not have to take my time to come by here and tell anybody anything. I could just keep it to myself. And if you go out there and find the information, then you find it. And if you don't, then you screwed. But one thing that I do know is that God loves us so much that he said we will not be ignorant of Satan's devices, what he was planning for us. And that he would always make a way for us to escape if we would just listen. If we would just take heed and obey. That requires you paying attention and obeying exactly what it is that he's telling you to do. Why? Because he is the master and the manufacturer, and you not, and I'm not, and we don't know nothing about this life or even our life. We don't even know how to control our life. We don't even know how to maintain our lives. Okay? We are human beings that need to be instructed, guided, comforted. We don't know. So with that being said, what happened during the pandemic, the basic way I can explain this is if I bought a sports card, like a Michael Jordan basketball card a long time ago, and I paid $1 million for this card. And the reason why I paid $1 million, hello, beloved, hello to everybody coming in. Please share this. I'm sounding the alarm, and everybody needs to know. These evil, wicked doers. I can't even be mad at them because they're doing their job. Their job is to be evil and to do wickedness. Our job is to take heed, pay attention, and be obedient. Okay? But if I had this card, this souvenirs card, and I took $1 million and I invested into it, and I say, I'm going to hold on to this till later on, way down in life, when I need to retire, because I put $1 million in it. So by the time I'm way down and I'm ready to retire in my life, it'll be valued at more than just the $1 million that I put in it. I can sell it for 10 million, 15 million, right? So I put my money into this, and then they said, this person put $1 million into this card. What if we make copies, 5 copies, and just sell it at 500,000? We still make over $1 million. But now it won't be original as one. It'll have 5 of these, a limited edition, 5 of them. So now my $1 million that I put in the card, because it's a collector's and it was the original, has been deduced. Now I done lost 500,000. And then after they made that 5, they said, wow, that was a good turnout. Let's go ahead and make 10 more. And then we'll stop there. Right? So now they say we'll do it at 500,000. So now our 250,000, we'll let 10 get it at 250,000. We'll still make a few million. So now they didn't reduce my $1 million down to 250 because they decided to make more. Y'all understand? Because this is what happened with the dollar bill, and this is why the dollar bill will be dead by next year. And I'm about to show y'all receipts. Okay? Let me go ahead and send this video. Y'all let me know in the chat if this is making sense to you, if you understand it. I want to make sure everybody understands that nobody viewing will not understand. Okay, let me send that. Okay. Understood. Great. I'm glad. So, Musk and all these other people had a very dark agenda to begin with. And just on a side note, Donald Trump should have been using discernment, especially if you lead in the whole country, not unless you in on it, okay? I don't play politics. So if you over here, you team red or team blue, they all Crips and Bloods to me, okay? Those are the real gangbangers, okay? I don't play either side. But you had to have a measure of discernment. When he came in, he told that I'm dark MAGA. Everything about this man is dark. And he has to be influenced by a spirit. Okay? These ancient spirits, and that's what people don't understand and realize, why they can't break certain generational curses and why they can't, overcome certain addictions and patterns that's been in their bloodline, because these spirits are ancient. They was here before you. They didn't study mankind. Okay? They didn't been here thousands of years before you. They didn't been controlling mama, big mama, Medea. They didn't been controlling generations, bloodlines. Just like they be influencing. Where do you think, and this is just bring it up a little bit more to speed, Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson had to go into a deep sleep and stay asleep for days to come out with a hit record. He had to enter into a certain realm and be instructed by a certain spirit how to make hits. When these celebrities go and they want their music to go viral all around the world, they go seek out that number one witch that takes pictures with all of the celebrities. Okay? They go inquiring about a Memshak anointing. That's the anointing God put on Lucifer. The anointing to spread, to go viral, okay? In our terminology, everything is experienced by influenced by a spirit. You don't go and just start thinking about ugly jack-o'-lanterns and stuff to carve out. You have to be led by a spirit, okay, to come up with some of the most egregious designs, satanic, luciferic designs, okay? So this man has gone into the depths of something very dark. And he's not afraid to tell you. This man wore a upside down cross, an inverted cross. Even his children's names are named after Greek deities. So what this was, I'm going to give you this money to help you win the election. I'm going to campaign for you. He came in with the wrong agenda. Okay? Came in with the wrong agenda. What's going on, beloved? What his agenda was and what Musk's agenda, Sam Altman's agenda, Duolingo CEO agenda, Joni Ivy's agenda, these people that we don't really hear much about and some that we do, is to build I think it's called a technocracy or something. Not like a Democratic Party or a Republican Party, but a technocracy, something like that, where everything is powered by artificial intelligence, very, very evil people. People that are led by Satan himself, literally. Because Satan's number one job is to steal, kill, and destroy. There is a very, let me get back to this. I'm going to go ahead into that. So what happened in 2020, and the reason why I shared about the collector's card and how when they make more, you lose value. What happened in 2020 is they put all this money and pumped all this money into the economy. Okay? They pumped all of this money into the economy, devaluing the dollar, right? For 1 penny, it costs $3 for 1 penny to make 1 penny. Y'all did hear that they're not making pennies no more, right? In 2026. That was the first red flag. There will be no more minted pennies. Why? Because pennies are metal. Success leaves clues. It costs more currency, paper, to produce 1 single penny of metal. So they get rid of that. And the reason why the dollar bill is it costs more because they pump so much money. You probably could live off of $30 an hour like 4 years ago. But now in order to live, because everything has been inflated, the food, everything has gone up except your money, you would now need to be making double that, $60 an hour, to be able to maintain the lifestyle you used to live 4 years ago. That's why people are becoming homeless. That's why people are leveraging their credit cards, paying, buying food with buy now, pay later, Klarna options, because they don't have enough money. They trying to work themselves to get more money, and they can never work themselves to get more money, to keep up with rising inflation costs and all of this. Do y'all understand what happened and what's happening? Just let me know in the chat. I'm just checking in. This is why we got inflation. It was done on purpose. They put so much money out into the economy, and they didn't even have nobody working to put that revenue back into the treasury. They were printing. So what used to be valued at $5 would now, you'd had to make 10 of those to be valued at $5. Y'all let me know if y'all picking up what I'm putting down. Notices the businesses, the corporations, the real legitimate people that had businesses got this PPP money, and I'm going to show y'all some receipts. Thousands and thousands of dollars were printed. Meanwhile, we had to pay for that. This is what we paying for right now. People thought that pandemic money was free. No, beloveds, you're paying for it now. You gave them their money back. Let me let y'all see this, okay? I just wanted to let y'all know. Bring y'all up to speed. They said next year, 2026, they're going to release this AGI, where you would start seeing humanoid robots and stuff walking around and doing regular, services that we would see human beings, not humanoids. Okay. I'm going to pause. I'm going to turn down a video, but I want y'all to see how all of this is being conditioned even into our music with our young people, so that we become familiar with this. Okay. So I'm going to show y'all a video real quick first, and then I'm going to show y'all the video that I wanted to show y'all. I think this is it right here. Yep. And I'm going to turn the camera around so y'all can see over here as well. Okay, this is a very popular song. Once the data finish uploading, you'll be able to see it. I don't want to play the sound because I don't want YouTube coming for me for copyright. Okay, but here go the video. Okay, this is called Snooze by I think that may be SZA or SZA. Okay, this is called Snooze, and I'm not gonna show a whole bunch of this video because I'm not here to promote the video. It's a very popular song. A lot of children even know the song. Okay, some very weird imagery inside of this, but check this out. This is what I want y'all to see. Now, because this is a popular trending song and a lot of people are singing this song, they knew that people was going to come and want to see the video. This is where they hook them at, okay? Because now she walking, she done went from human. Let me go back. She done went from human, all these different relationships, okay? Guess it wasn't working out for her, whatever the case may be. Okay, she done went from human. Now, sis, then found her a better lover. Now you see this? Okay, I don't want to show too much of this with her and her body and all of this stuff. I just want to get it right here to this part. I mean, she's twerking for this thing, as you can see clearly right there. She's going to walk over to this thing and give this thing a lap dance like they becoming one. You see this? They want to bring, I mean, sis, subliminally, okay? I'm not going to show the whole video. After she gets out of this world, given this robot, and she activates him, then he sends her on her assignment to go out and back into society with human beings or whatever the case may be. And she's been transformed. Very demonic. But you would never, ever believe that just listening to the song. You'd be like, oh, this is a vibe. This is a vibe. Or everybody's singing it. But she goes from being in a relationship with all these men, regular men, to now she's performing for this artificial intelligence. And then she becomes one with this artificial intelligence. When do robots ever have feelings to see women twerking and stuff like you just I wanted to show y'all that because that was real. Let me go ahead and free up my hands to go ahead and pull up this other video because y'all need to see this. But this is how we're being conditioned for what is to come. Okay, you're talking AI companions. Yes, I'm talking AI companions. This is what you call humanoids. Supposed to be part human, part robot. Humanoids. Okay. Meanwhile, while AI is replacing people in their work, their jobs and different things of that sort, the AI that we're using right now is not the AI that you need to fear. Okay? This is just like the preview, the test run before we release the AGI, which they themselves said when we release AGI, we would have to buy underground bunkers, which they did last year. Let me show y'all those receipts real quick, okay? Hear it from their mouth and not mine. Before AGI is released, have to buy bunker. So I'm gonna show y'all the AI version, okay? And then I'm gonna show y'all this other article. Let me go ahead and share my screen. I'm gonna turn the camera around so y'all can see this as well. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and first read the overview from AI. The idea of buying a bunker before AGI is released is an extreme response to the potential risks associated with advanced artificial intelligence. Some individuals, including former OpenAI co-founder Ilya Sutskever, have expressed concerns about the potential negative consequences of AGI, leading to discussions about protective measures like building bunkers. Okay. Number one, they went down to Congress and had to testify in front of Congress. I want y'all to go do that homework because I don't have time to pull up all these receipts, okay? But you can gladly go look on YouTube. Mark Zuckerberg or Sam Altman testifying before Congress saying they don't know what they created. And now they scared and running scared and trying to create something that will counterattack what they created. But they don't know what they created. I just showed an article on the last slide that said AI, this one platform, rewrote its own code so that when a human being try to shut it down, it would not be able to shut it down. It hacked the system and rewrote its own code. I also showed y'all articles where these humanoid robots was turning on human beings and unaliving them in factories. They just malfunction and all of a sudden, no, you're not going to tell me what to do or you're not going to work on this line and attack you. Go look that up. Y'all go do the research, okay? But here's the AI overview. Here is the article from The Atlantic, okay? Y'all know The Atlantic is a trusted news-worthy source. We're definitely going to build a bunker before we release AGI. Okay? These are the people. Okay? These are the people. Look at the dollar bill in there. That all seeing, in the summer of 2023, Ilya Sutskever, co-founder and the chief scientist of OpenAI, was meeting with a group of new researchers at the company. By all traditional metrics, Sutskever should have felt invincible. He was the brain behind the large language model that helped build ChatGPT. Okay? Sutskever had long believed that artificial general intelligence, or AGI, was inevitable. Now, as things accelerated in the generative AI industry, he believed AGI's arrival was imminent. Okay? Get down to what he said. Oh, they ain't going to let me read the whole article. But you clearly see these are his words. The true story behind the chaos at OpenAI. Now, let me show y'all who all went and bought bunkers last year. You know, Mark Zuckerberg owns Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, and Threads now, right? Billionaires. Okay. Billionaires are increasingly investing in luxury bunkers, often referred to as doomsday shelters or boat holes, to prepare for potential disaster or social upheaval. These bunkers are equipped with advanced technology and amenities following the extended periods of self-sufficiency. Now, this is so dang on evil to me because what you gonna do with all the people, okay? This is when they bought the bunkers in 2022. The super rich preppers planning to save themselves. So since these bunkers are now built, they now want to release this AGI in 2026. Okay? The super rich preppers planning to save themselves from the apocalypse. I told y'all the devils know. It's the human beings when I don't know, I want to believe in what I want to believe in. Oh, okay, well, cool. Even the devil himself believes and knows. Where their names at? Okay. Taking their cue from Tesla founder Elon Musk. Colonizing Mars. Plantar's Peter Thiel reversing the aging process, right? Are artificial intelligence developers Sam Altman and Ray Kurzweil uploading their minds into supercomputers. This is demonic. These are the people who went and bought the dang on bunkers. You understand? The people, the devils who created this stuff now want to go hide. Ain't that what that good book say? Anybody know the word enough to say that they will run to the mountains and beg for the mountains to fall down on them, but the Most High will not allow them to unalive themselves. No, you're going to deal with what you created. You're going to deal with what you created. So not only are they releasing this AGI, let me show y'all, okay, because I'm not done showing y'all, but it's a whole long list of them. Where they at? Let me go in here and get all their names. This is what this stuff look like down underneath. Let me find their names. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, I'm trying to look. Look, this say right here, still sometimes a combination of morbid curiosity and cold hard cash is enough to get me on stage in front of the tech elite. Okay? Hear me clearly, because this is where all of this is going. This is why Elon Musk flipped his wig and now wanted to, go after Trump, to get the people to believe that this man is on a list of harming children. Whether he is or not, I don't know. But the narrative is to get everybody to believe that he is. And right after that, he followed up and said, hey, how many of you guys would want to create our own party? This party he wants to create is a technocratic party. Okay? Well, we don't need human beings to tell us what to do. We'll just have AI. I dare y'all to go look it up. It says, she said, OpenAI CEO Sam Altman has said expect something like AGI in the next 5 to 10 years. Let me show you something. Hold that thought. You can have my heart. Oh, let me just type this right here. Who are the billionaires building bunkers? Okay, here you go. See, Elon Musk and Peter Thiel are like that. Peter Thiel is the reason why Elon Musk even went to campaign for Donald Trump. Because Elon Musk and J.D. Vance is like this. This is the reason why he said impeach Trump and instill J.D. Vance. This is deep, okay? I'm going to just leave it right here, okay? Several billionaires have reportedly invested in building bunkers, including Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, Peter Thiel, Larry Ellison. It was also Sam Altman. It was also Elon Musk, all of them, okay? Elon Musk came out here and bought him a whole little city in Texas, okay? Kim Kardashian got her one. Shaquille O'Neal got him one. Tom Cruise got him one as well as some safe rooms. My thing is, what is going to happen to the regular smugglers? What's going to happen to us, the unbillionaires? Can y'all tell me what can y'all tell me? Fill me in. Can y'all let me know what's supposed to happen to us? When y'all create these things and then you release these things, what's supposed to happen to us? If you want my all right, here you go. All right, here we go. Right here. Beloved just said that we got 5 to 10 years for them to release AGI. Here go the main man behind the wheel, Elon Musk. Believes AI will be smarter than the smartest human by the end of 2025. What year we in? They've been working on this behind the scenes for years. Dario Amade, CEO of Anthropics, suggests AGI could happen as early as 2026. Baby, it's coming out now. They plan on releasing this, okay? That's why they built the bunkers in 2022. Sam Altman, CEO of OpenAI, mentioned a few thousand days, which could be interpreted as a few years in 2024, implying a possibility of AGI emergence in the near future, right? A lot of them have said AGI is going to be released in 2026. Okay? Lots of people are now playing videos that he played. Okay? 100 million jobs will be gone by 2026. AGI arrival. Why? Because they want to push the 2030 agenda. They want to speed it up. They're getting ready to meet this month, if not next month. Okay? AGI will land in 2026. We still have a chance to make it. Could AGI arrive early before 2026? They plan on doing it. Okay. Yahoo even reported it. AGI could now arrive as early as 2026. But not all are on board. Powerful AI is coming. We're not ready. This is New York Times. Okay. Just so y'all can see. Go do your research. Because I don't want to stay here forever. But I wanted to let y'all know. Now we on to talk about. So now you got these robots and stuff that's getting ready to take over. Okay. But now you finna crash the dollar. So ChatGPT is exposing everything, okay? OpenAI or ChatGPT cannot be smarter than a human. It needs human intervention to actually you got to give it input to get output. But AGI, you don't have to give it no input. It does jobs, thinks faster, works smarter, harder, never gets tired, complain, none of that. It does that just like a human. So that's why it's called AGI. But the real big deal that they don't release is this ASI. When I tell you these devils, it's been ASI they want in place by 2030. Okay? ASI. Okay? ASI is launching a new pavilion at the Printing United Expo in 2026. This is what this crap looks like the Jetsons. Artificial stadiums, everything's just artificial, okay? They say experts predict ASI by 2027, as early as 2027 or even 2047. ASI. Well, what the heck is ASI, Tawana? This is artificial superintelligence. This refers to a hypothetical AI with intellectual capabilities exceeding human intelligence. These people is wicked. They hate God. Okay? They hate God. And the goal is to get rid of humanity. Okay? Okay? So New York Post right here. AI could devastate Come on, I hate all these glitches. AI could devastate Earth's population down to the size of the UK by 2300, experts warn. People really don't have a clue. This is their agenda. This is where we're going. Let's go to the next article because there's lots of them to go look at. Okay. AI could wipe out 98.8% of the world's population by 2300. Um, Earth will have its dystopian population of just 100 million. And why we talking about fears AI will leave Earth with population the size of UK. This is what they talk about at their meetings, y'all. Hold on. This is what they talk about at their meetings. This is the end game. And now they got something even crazier up they dang on sleeves. If y'all thought what we seen in 2020 was something, wait till you see what they done released that is spreading all over several countries and in a lot of places in the United States. I showed y'all the hospitals already being overrun and over capacity. They say this one will attack children the worst and people that are obese, people that eat unhealthily, not in shape, not working around, no working out, okay, walking around. They just exercise their thumb, meddling in other men's business. They didn't already, I showed y'all 300 live viruses went missing from a laboratory that they still ain't found. And all of a sudden we got chicken pox, measles, or whatever that is, and all these other hantaviruses and all these other viruses. But we got a new strain that they say is real dangerous. And it already spread like wildfire. And I'm like, wow, in the middle of the summer? Make that make sense. When germs can't live in heat. They can live in air. They can be airborne, but they can't live in heat. But this is just all over the place now. In the middle of summer. Okay. Them lockdowns, they coming back. I've been saying this. And now they ready. You know how they ready? Because they got the whole little digital system set up. Fed now, they set that up, okay? The little XRP, they gonna trash the cash. Now we got our play in motion. Leave the house if you want to. They say with this new variant that they had to do intensive, what was the word they used? Intensive, I shared it on the last live. Intensive monitoring. Extensive monitoring. See where people are going, traveling, different things of that sort. They got all their systems in place now. The first one was practice. A lot of the things that I gotta tell y'all cannot be spoken over the open airways. Okay, I am thinking about creating a group where we can jump on Zoom or some other type of platform. Because people need to know what the heck is going on. I can be just like everybody else in business, even those in the ministerial space that ain't even preparing the people. How many people went to church or finna go to church tomorrow and don't even know that in just a couple of months, your money will not even be worth of anything. And if you don't have gold, silver, real assets such as pennies, metals, you is up short. Because that's the name of the game. Remember how I just said yesterday and showed y'all what they said yesterday? that because of the increasingly high rise in homelessness and people losing their jobs and sleeping in their cars, we're just going to give them universal basic income, $1,500 a month to do nothing. Hell no. This will not be my portion, and I hope it won't be yours either. I really hope it will not be yours either. I be telling y'all all the time, cousins, let's just learn one thing that will actually print you your own money. Why? Because you don't need to save up money. You don't need to stock up money. You need to take money and buy real assets. Let me play this video for y'all. I said, this is a shame how they do all of these things and we don't know, but I'm not even mad at them. I'm more disheartened by my own people. They don't take nothing serious. They don't take nothing serious. For real, for real. They don't take nothing serious, bro. And this is really, really sad. This is sad that we don't take nothing serious. Let me make sure y'all can see this because we are so unprepared. It ain't even funny. Welfare disguise. Hello, somebody. I'm cool. It's a hard pass for me. It's a hard hell no for me. I don't want nothing from the government. They didn't got two of my children. Okay? They didn't got two of my children. You ain't got to teach me another lesson in pain to make me see you was never for us, never going to be for us. So I got to learn the game to get in here to play the game so I can get back what I need because you ain't getting another child. Not on my watch. You ain't getting out another one on my watch. The devil is a lie. I don't trust none of y'all. Listen, let me shut up. Let me shut up. And that's not speaking out of paranoia. That is talking to you strictly from pain, from a mama's broken heart. If you a parent and you got children, imagine not having yours and not getting no justice for them either. And then these people just go ahead and implement laws and rules and stuff that take out your children and my children. Heard Donald Trump say, yeah, we finally got China to agree, to stop sending in fentanyl, or we're going to have to, hit them with some stiff fines. What? Do you know how many people died from that? Stiff fines. This is a game for y'all. They done took out all of your military aged men. You better wake up and look and see what happened. All of the young people from 13. What about the babies? But all of the young people from 13 to 35. Over 300,000 of them. Every 5 minutes, 3 people. 3 every 5 minutes. 3 people is ODing off of this stuff. What? You say you was negotiating a deal. I mean, make this make sense. There's no deals to be negotiated. They done took out yours while theirs is growing. You better wake up. Like, I don't know, but I don't trust any of them. So I can't rely and depend on them. No, I cannot. Okay, here we go. Let me go ahead and turn this around. And then once I show y'all this, I got to go use the ladies' room before I show y'all these other receipts, okay?
The governor signed a bill in Apopka allowing people to use gold or silver coins to pay bills. He says it's a way for people to have financial independence from the federal government.
Most of us are used to paying for things with our debit or credit card or using cash. But today I was there when Governor Ron DeSantis signed a bill to make it legal to use gold and silver for payment.
Gold's gone up big time.
Right now, gold is about $3,000 an ounce. I mean, are you talking about going to McDonald's and paying for your hamburger with
100%? Absolutely. You can pay for your McDonald's hamburger using a debit card. So people will have gold and silver on deposit in a Florida approved depository. They'll issue a debit card. And if I spend a certain amount of gold out of my account to buy my McDonald's hamburger, McDonald's will either get US dollars, which they can, or they'll get gold.
I met Isaac, who was buying a slushy machine for his small business, who was very enthusiastic about using gold. Will you be okay with people paying you in gold?
Oh, yeah. That's just, like I said, it's better than money sometimes.
This authorized money services business like check cashers or PayPal to transmit and accept payment in gold and silver. That means these precious metals can start functioning like real currency again, not just investment vehicles for the wealthy.
Okay. All right. So let me ask y'all. And this been in motion. I can pull it up and show you in 2021 or 2022 Texas, where I'm at, already said that they're transferring all of their reserves from the gold reserves, and we will have debit cards, okay, to use gold. But you got to own gold to be able to spend it, right? If you don't own gold, what you gonna do? If now the tender, because this is a way out for people who don't want to get into crypto. And by the way, gold and crypto is soaring gold and silver is soaring way above crypto because that's God's currency. Can't nobody and no devil outdo God ever. The Lord said the gold and the silver is mine, not man's. That dollar bill, that's why you see a face on that dollar bill. That's not my currency, okay? The gold and the silver is mine. Let me let y'all see that so y'all don't think I'm just making up the stuff. God put gold in the earth before he put Adam and Eve in Genesis. And why would he put gold in the earth if they didn't have nothing to buy? You have to first of all make enough money. If 4 years ago it took you $30 an hour to live comfortably, in 2025 it's going to take you making $60 an hour to live comfortably, just for the simple fact that everything is double in price. The phrase "the silver is mine and the gold is mine" is a declaration attributed to God in the Bible, specifically in Haggai 2:8. It highlights God's ownership and sovereignty over all things, including valuable resources like silver and gold. This is God's currency. See, this is what he gave to us, you and I. The problem is we've been operating off the beast currency, right? The dollar bill, the very thing that they are going to collapse and then tell you, hey, you got to take this right here. And I did share with y'all. Let me go pull that back up so y'all can see it. And you don't have to take my word for it. You can take your own word for it. But you can see it yourself. Let me pull this up real quick. Were they working on a device where they said that you can get rid of all your smartphones? When I tell you these people is evil and they got a very wicked agenda. Mm-hmm. And just let me show y'all this receipt real quick, just so you know it's real, okay? Daily Mail. Let me make sure I'm sharing over here. Okay, I'll stop sharing over here and then start sharing over here. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Let me know in the chat. Okay, it's a lot of y'all over here. Are y'all seeing what's coming? Can you see clearly? Just let me know. Yes, I see. Okay. Now, why they ain't broadcasting this all over mainstream news? Because CDC said they will not be, their hands is tied when it comes to warning us. Whatever that means. But this bad boy didn't circle back from right over there where it came from the first time. All of a sudden, same place they was doing research. One small step away from triggering another one of these. Okay. I'm going to show you. This was like mid-May, something like that. They didn't show you all of the hell that was going on over there. They didn't let you see on the camera how them people really was. Bad children. All you got to do is go look it up. Go look on TikTok. China hospitals. Just go look that up. YouTube them be, they do their little thing. They be trying to, so you can't see, but let's go through these real quick. And let me find the one that I want to show y'all, okay? And meanwhile, the poor people are just getting poor. I think I do have enough time. Let me see how much time I got over here, how long I've been over here. Okay. Let me try to run through these in case y'all didn't see. Meanwhile, the rich and the billionaires are getting rich and buying bunkers, but here the poor is. City wants certain tenants receiving rental assistance to pay more money. How are you going to do that if you need rental assistance? How can you pay more? You're not giving more money. Ain't nobody getting no raises. Ain't nobody getting no promotions. Ain't nobody getting no more money to keep up with the cost of the economy. So how do you want people receiving rental assistance to pay more? Let me run through the ones I want to run through. I'll blow up the ones I want to highlight. I'm reading them to y'all over here, okay? Oh, yeah, here we go. This right here, okay? I want y'all to see this too. Straight out of a sci-fi movie. An AI managed to rewrite its own code to prevent humans from shutting it down. It's a whole entire system. AI systems are now rewriting their own codes to avoid shutdown. What started as a routine test quickly exposed behavior no one expected. One model even altered a key script to stay online. What the hell they didn't went and created, y'all? Y'all let me know in the chat. What do y'all think they went and created? Okay. Goodbye to 8,000 jobs. IBM replaces workers with artificial intelligence, sparking a wave of global reaction. 8,000? Really? What them people gonna do? Okay. Meanwhile, homeowners and mortgage companies are slashing their prices in half because they know the housing market is getting ready to crash. This is all done strategically. I just showed y'all AI could devastate Earth population. Okay. This is the CEO billionaire of NVIDIA. He went and got him a bunker as well. AI may be a one-way ticket to unemployment. If you don't know how to use AI, you're definitely going to be unemployed. With the tech set to unquestionably impact every job, but embracing AI could send 40 million people back to work after you lose your job. Now you can come over here and work, with AI if you just knew a skill, basically. Okay. I'm not going to go through all of them. Goodbye, Costco gas. Now they are already telling you how much limit you can have access to fuel. Ain't that something? In certain states, you can't buy soda and candies with them food stamps if you're receiving food stamps. Now you can't even, your limit supply of fuel will be limited, be measured. Of fuel. Even tech CEO like NVIDIA's Jensen Huang are sounding the alarm bells about the technology's impending impact on the job market. But the thing that workers fear most could also be their saving grace. Every job will be affected, and affected immediately. It is unquestionable. If you think your job is safe, it's not. It's not. Let's see. Let me go ahead and go over here. Meanwhile, the old folks are forced to unretire themselves and get back into the marketplace because they didn't save enough. Didn't I just tell you, if you made 30,000 and had some saved up a long time ago, now what you have saved up, it costs more, double than what you got. So now these old people got to go back to work. America ain't right, boy. America ain't right at all. Now you are able to set up your XRP, okay? Everything is going digital, and they even giving you incentives. Set up your direct deposit and we'll give you some free XRP. Okay. They going around in every other country announcing what's going on, but not over here like this. They declare emergency as dangerous skyrockets across multiple countries, emphasizing the importance of active surveillance. Same thing China did. Okay. Y'all really need to go find out what was Project Hamilton. Okay. It was research project by the Federal Reserve Bank of Boston and MIT's Digital Currency Initiative to study the feasibility of a U.S. central bank digital currency or digital dollar. See, why we don't know about Project Hamilton and how they didn't use this, okay? Project Hamilton, you see what I typed in Google, 2025. They already implemented it. Okay. They didn't already started using it because the dollar's going to go bye-bye. Let me show y'all just, I think I just showed y'all. Oh no, here's another one. Officials sound alarm as spreads across southern U.S. Out in California. I showed y'all the videos. All them old people, Lord help them. Lord help them, all them young people and young kids, okay? Let me come on over here. Let's go back to this one. Okay, America's housing market is cracking after more than 2 years of relentless price increase. The fundamentals are shifting. What's emerging is a dramatic reversal from what came before. They say numbers like 2008, 2009. We know what happened there. The market crash. Okay, the AI future is already here. It's not coming. It's already here. International delivery giant to lay off hundreds. This is in logistics. Use them people to transport their stuff. Look at this cat, okay? Meta's Mark Zuckerberg says most physical things that we have aren't going to be needed. There in the future, it will all be holograms. Ooh! I say hell to the no. To the no. Soaring U.S. debt doesn't just put America at risk. It could trigger contagion across global markets. IIF warns. They already know what's going to happen. They got to tell us whether you catch it with two hands or not is not their problem. Meta signs a nuclear power deal to fuel its AI ambitions, the metaverse. Didn't this man just say physical things that we have, we will no longer need? This is what they want to create. Consumers are now financing their groceries. What does it say about the economy? We in a mess. Increased use of buy now, pay later, and then people are saying they're not even getting their money back. They say they done lost over 5 million. Okay. These things are spreading, but the CDC say no, we not warning y'all. You on your own. I'm just trying to figure out where they come from. Okay. And then these people knew what happened to them people after they did this the last time and failed to warn the public. Do they really care about us or not? How could you hide such a thing? How could you hide such a thing? Yeah. Then all these people with housing vouchers. Not no more. Medicaid. No. If you do be on it, you got to be disabled, or you only on it, be able to be on it for a few months. In certain special circumstances, they'll give you 24 months, which is 2 years, to utilize their stuff. Okay. Thousands of student loan borrowers at risk of losing a portion of their Social Security, not their Social Security check. Then 15% of their wages that's already impoverished. They can barely pay their bills. You coming after their wages. You can levy their assets. I mean, this is crazy. Can they garnish your bank account for student loans? Yes, they can. This is called a bank levy. You ain't hiding your money. When they send you that notice, say you owe them, you better pay up. Are they coming after your benefits? Okay. Social Security checks in June already starting to look smaller. Now, why are you doing this to people in an already messed up economy? Come on, make this make sense. We got to make this make sense. Okay? You got to make this make sense, because this makes no sense. Which lets me know y'all are doing this intentionally. Y'all doing this on purpose. Meanwhile, my people are they sleep in a stupor. They want to be entertained. U.S. government may be forced to impose widespread financial repression. I wonder what that means. To keep $36 billion Trillion debt burden manageable. You know, they say about August, if we don't pay, we in trillions of dollars worth of debt. 46 trillion. It probably take maybe 5 centuries to pay this much debt back. The very people that print money is in debt. Make that make sense? That doesn't make sense. But let them tell it. They in debt, okay? Here's the big kicker. Mark Zuckerberg, the same billionaires who went and bought that bunker, the same ones who released an AGI, says we're going to end smartphones. 4 tech giants are moving to replace the smartphones with devices that sound straight out of science fiction, from brain chips to digital skin. The future may already be underway. One major player, though, the CEO of Apple, is refusing to let go. But didn't I just say these suckers is ushering in the mark of the beast? Boy, they getting it ready. They getting it ready. They is getting this prepared. Okay? Homeowners are now struggling as prices skyrocket for household necessities. Tissue, soap, laundry soap, dish soap, basic necessities. A lot of people are just being priced out. Why? Because what they made years ago, now that all that money was pumped into the economy, you got to pay back double. And now what they made then is not sufficient to take care of them now. Waves of mass layoffs hit hundreds of Texans. They even sending the kids home from the Job Corps. Okay? 413 billion in unrealized losses hit U.S. banks. I wonder how y'all lose that much money. Make this make sense. Okay? These are all the areas where people are struggling to sell their homes. Atlanta, Florida, Riverside, California, Texas, Las Vegas, Nevada. I know Arizona was on here. They are having people not be able to buy homes. They can't build them because ain't nobody buying them. Map shows cities with biggest rise in home cancellations. They can't sell them. And they can't continue making more because nobody is buying the ones that they have. They have an influx of homes. Thousands of Job Corps sent home amid sudden nationwide pause. We ain't giving no funding to that, okay? Home builders' unsold inventory swells to 2009 levels. Housing markets to watch, okay? It's a greater risk for construction work. It's official. iPhone creator Jony Ive and OpenAI founder Sam Altman are collaborating on a new device that promises to change everything. It monitors your whole life. Go look it up. You won't need to have a phone. So what we gonna be using if we don't have no phone? The way our people are so unprepared, we don't have no platforms. We don't have no devices that we didn't created. We don't have no gold to barter with in case when they come and say, you must get this brain chip or this palm chip, okay, in order to be able to. Y'all remember during the pandemic that they were setting up the stores to be able to swipe your hand. Anybody remember that? Let me know in the chat if y'all remember seeing those videos where Amazon, you can pay for it with your hand, swipe your palm. Let me know in the chat. They was preparing it back then. What were we doing? Being entertained. Nobody fault but our own. Nobody fault but our own. Sadly. Nobody's fault but our own. Okay? JP Morgan Chase CEO Jamie Dimon warns U.S. dollar may fail as the reserve currency. Well, duh. We know it's going to fail. On top of this, Chinese couple arrested at an airport for smuggling a deadly fungus, considered a biological pathogen. Now, I wonder why these people said Did y'all watch the movie Contagion? Y'all gotta go watch it because they'll give me for copyright if I play it. Just go watch the trailer on YouTube. Type in the movie Contagion trailer. Came out during the pandemic. They can't never do nothing without telling us. Did y'all share this? Make sure y'all share this. I'm finna go. Let me put y'all on something real quick. And if you want to hear some opportunities of how y'all can help yourselves, I got some. Because one thing that I'm not finna do, I'm not putting nothing under my skin. Ain't nobody putting nothing in my body. I don't care. You can go ahead and take me out. Okay. To be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. My kids, not either. None of my family members are either. Okay. And if they do, then poof, be gone. Yes, it's all in that movie, ain't it? And that movie, it was a man and a woman from China that came over and brought a disease. And now all of a sudden, y'all and the rest of the couple bringing in a biological, it's a plant, a fungus plant that is deadly. Go look that up and see what the symptoms is. Child, look. Let me put something on for y'all real quick so I can go use the restroom. And then I'll be right back. I don't want y'all bored. I gotta go across the other way. Use the ladies' room really quickly. I'll never be the same. I'll never be the same. All right, I'm gonna play this one right here, okay? So I gotta get up now. Let me just let it process, and then I'm going to share this over here. If you do not make plans now, you will be screwed. That's what I'm saying. If y'all want to hear some ways that I have been making money on demand, I'm not getting all of the money that I can get just so that I can go, yeah, I got a lot of money, y'all. No, I have bought land, lots of it. Got to own water wells so we control our water, okay? Because y'all do know they selling water on the stock market. That right there blew me back. Water is a natural commodity. Why would you be selling water on the stock market unless there's getting ready to be a shortage of it? Y'all go look that up. Is water being sold on the stock market? I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I'll be right back, cousins. Oh, hold on. You ain't going to be able to see it, but you're going to be able to hear it. I don't know how to set it up so you can see it. Let me see if I can. You should be able to see it like that. Okay.
What do you believe? Because it is our beliefs that determine our behavior. Your destiny is linked to your identity. Everything that's coming in, everything that I believe, everything that I see will determine what I do. This is why the dark room is so important. Like, if I don't put the work in, if I don't do what is required behind the scenes, I'll never step in public authority. If nobody's told you today, let me be the first to tell you. Every single person listening to me is standing at the precipice of the greatest decision they could ever make in their lives. For years, decades, generations, families will struggle. Centuries go by in a bloodline. And people, fathers and mothers, make the same mistakes until all of a sudden within a bloodline, somebody makes the decision to press a reset button. And I just want to ask anybody listening to me, why not you? Why not you? Why can't you be the person that changes everything? The innovator, the trailblazer, the disruptor, the person that makes a decision that I will not be the weakest link in the chain of a dynasty. Why not me? Why can't you be the one that makes history? Why can't you be the one that wins again? Why can't you be the one that breaks cycles? Why can't you be the one that overcomes the demons that have haunted a family for generations? Somebody drop it in the comments. Why not me? What is your purpose? What is your destiny? What is your assignment in this season? Are you completely sold out to it? Are you all in? Are you willing to lay your life down? Are you willing to die to achieve it? There is no tomorrow. There is no plan B. I am completely devoted to my level 1 priorities. Type it in the comments. Why not me? You're talented enough. You're hungry enough. So do it. You are the first pick. You are the only option. And there will never be another way. Believe that it's you. It's always been you. You've got everything you need to go to the next level, to obliterate glass ceilings and move forward. It is possible that if you could just focus and stay committed and be determined and direct your attention to what it is that you've been destined to have, you can have it. Do not settle. Do not think that where you are and what you see is all you will ever have. There is more, but change doesn't always come to you. It comes from you. Decide that you want to change your life. Decide that you know it's time. Decide that you've been here long enough. Come to the resolve that you understand, you are aware, and you have accepted that you have been broke and broken and weary and annoyed long enough. The problem with many of you is that you are surrounded by people who ask you the wrong questions.
All right, y'all.
This is why when you're making decisions to change your life.
All right, y'all. My apologies. Even though I don't make any apologies for going to go make sure my husband put them to bed. They were supposed to be waiting on me, but I've been here a little bit longer than what I was supposed to be. So I needed to go say night to my daughters. Nevertheless, I got some opportunities, okay, that I'm going to go over with y'all. I'm not here to beg y'all to do anything. I'm just here as a watchman. I'm telling you what I'm doing. I'm telling you what other people that I'm working with are doing so that we do not get caught up in this, okay? One of my favorite scriptures that I stand on is pray that you may escape all that is coming upon the face of the earth. Pray that you may escape. And prayer requires faith and action. I'm going to pray about it, then I'm going to move, okay? And I'm going to let you bless whatever I built because I was obedient enough to do so. Because I was obedient enough to listen to what you said do and follow your direction so that you can bless what I built. Now I'm trusting you to go ahead and take care of what I did in obedience to you, okay? So what I am doing, okay, I'm going to share with y'all. A lot of programs y'all have pretty much missed out on unless you go find the video if it's not down, okay? And it should be down, but if you find it out there anyway, I went over a whole bunch of $97 opportunities that'll literally generate you guys some money on demand, okay? Everything you need to know from start to scale. Everything you need to learn. I will mention a couple of them like the Wealth Bundle. I'm not going to mention all of them, but I'm going to say the Wealth Bundle. The Wealth Bundle is fully loaded, okay? It's everything that you need to get you some rapid cash. It shows you how to do $100,000 in 30 days. It's a whole marketing blueprint where you never have to show your face, okay? Digital products. You need to get into the digital space to be able to take the wealth that was hijacked from the brick and mortar to the online space. Okay. You have to get in. And the reason why you got to create something or either buy something that's already created that you can sell is because you need rapid revenue. You do not need something you got to go work 80 hours for to get minimum wage behind. Literally. I show y'all receipts all the time. So much so that I ain't going to even go through a whole bunch of receipts. But I done showed y'all that I done did this. I showed y'all what I'm doing. I done showed y'all receipts. I done showed y'all $300,000 in a month digitally. Okay. I done showed y'all these receipts. And the reason why I ain't got time to do it now is because I got to go through a whole bunch of photos. But there are lots of receipts. The wealth bundle is full where you can actually go in there and don't even have a business, just have an idea. Because I'm going to tell you something. During the pandemic, when the PPP money came out, it was a lot of businesses got it and then got it forgiven because there's a different type of game you play when you are a corporation or a business owner than what you would be as a consumer. Public sector means that you are controlled by the government. Public sector means that you are controlled by the government. Private sector means that you are not controlled by the government. Okay? Simple. You can go look it up on Google. What do public sector mean? What do private sector mean? Okay? When you're a consumer, you get treated as a consumer. They give you consumer laws. Notice they don't give you civilian laws. That's why they can violate your civilian rights because they look at you as property. Your birth certificate comes with a number, and so does your social security card. Okay, and I'm just gonna leave that right there. But they're gonna get paid off of you one way or the other. The people like myself and the others that have taken the initiative, they learned that, oh, okay, we was born wealthy with a lot of money. And every time you send us a bill and have us tear off that little bottom piece down on the bottom and send that in with our payment, you get double paid. Okay, that's another topic for another day. But when I become a corporation, you can no longer get money off of me. I get money off of y'all. Y'all put a high five in the chat if that sounds good to you. Let me know. When you become a corporation, a business entity, it's a different type of ball game. They got all that money that was pumped out into the economy, and they got their loans forgiven. And the regular smugglers like us that tried to go out there and do things illegitimately, they got caught up and they served prison sentences and paying back the government. That and some. Notice how they ran that play, okay? This money is for businesses. It was not for regular smuggler consumers. We will give you money to stay in business and then forgive the money we gave you. Okay? Speaking of holding digital currency, what happens if the power grid is down and one has billions in digital currency? That's why you need real assets. That's what I would say to that. Land is going to appreciate whether there is a hurricane, a tornado, a pandemic, an inflation, a recession, a housing market crash. Notice how houses and stuff devalue, but land don't. Success leave clues. So if you got real assets, gold is not affected by the stock market. Silver is not affected by the stock market. These are real assets. That's where I would be taking my money that I make rapid and going to go put my money into some real assets. And the reason why I say land is because if you own land, you always have a place to stay. If they say you can't rent from us because you were not willing to put something here or put something here, I don't care. I got my own land. I don't need to live in your apartment complex, and my family don't either, because I built enough land to build us a compound. Hello, somebody. Well, you can't come in our grocery stores because you refuse to take this or that. Okay, I don't care. I got land. I plant seeds in my own dirt. Okay, I feed my family. We can live off of vegetables. Every seed-bearing herb is given as meat and healing to the nations. Okay, that's what God gave to us anyway. That's why the animals eat it and do very well with it. Okay, I can grow me some lettuce. I can live off tomatoes. I can live off of vegetables, vegetation. Yes, I can, because that's the real food. You notice that's the food that heals you when you done clogged up yourself with all this junk food. Anyway, they go back to plant-based diet. So I can live off of that. I can grow my own. I don't care about your grocery store. On my land. Well, your kids can't go to school. Fine. I built my own school on my own land. I teach my children how to farm, how to plant. I teach them real life things that real life matter. Okay? Well, you can't come to our hospital. Well, that's cool, because I built a whole community with nurses and doctors and different, people that'll police us and make sure we all safe. I don't care about nothing that y'all got going on. I will never, ever bow down to Nebuchadnezzar. I will never, ever bend this knee to Baal. Do you understand me? And I will never, ever serve anybody outside of God. I got to trust. And guess what funds the trust? The insurance. I don't own it, but I control it. That's what the wealthy people do. The Rockefellers and everybody else, they don't own nothing. You own nothing, but you control everything. Okay? Because I know when I was born, I didn't come in here with nothing. And when I die, I'm not going to come in here with nothing. I'm not going to leave out of here with nothing. But guess what? I'm going to set this up so that this corporation trust will continue to pay my family well after I'm gone. And they will just become the controllers of the trust. Absolutely. And we're going to make everybody in our household get an insurance policy of $1 million. Because guess why? You can borrow off of that while you living. So if they give you $1 million policy for like $100 a month, okay, I need to go and borrow $500,000. Just take it off my death benefits, okay? Instead of my family getting $1 million, they're going to get $500,000. Let me go ahead and borrow this so that I can go ahead and buy something that gives passive income that I can put in the trust. I don't own anything. I just control it. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down. Different type of games. So the wealth bundle gets you ready for rapid revenue. It's CDFI lenders in your state and your city that will give you money without even having a business. If you just say, I got a business idea. Okay, cool. Tell us what that is and how much money you need to bring that thing to life. And then they give me $40,000. I go right on over to this website, go buy me an already established business that's generating income. And then I'll take a little portion of that and pay back this loan that they gave me for 2 years. So everything I'm getting from this business that's already generating revenue is mine. I done already, if my payments every single month, you give me $30,000 and my payment every single month is $500. Let's just say every single month is $500. Y'all gave me $50,000 and every month my payment is $500. So 500 times 12 is 6,000. So out of that 50,000, I'm going to take 12,000. Okay. Out of the 50,000, I'm going to take 12,000. Minus 12,000. And I'm going to go ahead and pay them for 2 years in advance or set it up in an account where it can just do auto pay. 2 years, I ain't even got to hear from y'all. That gives me enough time to get this passive income coming over here from this business that I bought or either I built. Okay. If I want to go buy a daycare center or lease me some space and start a daycare center and charge parents, $250 a week, or no, $125, $150 a week. I'll say $125, $250, $500 a month for a child. And I get 30 students in there. Okay, I got 38,000 after they gave me 50,000 and I took 12,000 to pay the rent up for 2 months. Now I'm gonna go lease me a space, right? Say the space is $700, $800, maybe $1,100 a month. So I got 38,000 left. $1,100 times 12 is 13,000. Okay, so I'll go pay my rental space for a year. 13,200. 38,000 minus 13,200. I still got 24,800. Okay. I might need to pay, over the next 6 months, 10,000 out to a staff member, right? But I still got 24,000 to work with off of this. If I get 30 kids or I say 24 because they have a capacity. 24 children paying me $500 a month. I'm doing $12,000 a month. I can just take this to pay my employees some of this, maybe $4,000. I still got $24,000 that I didn't use out of the $50,000. But now I'm generating $12,000 a month. That take care of my staff, facility, whatever the case may be. I'm still sitting over here on this. If I want to go invest this into maybe a salon suite or a barbershop or whatever I want to invest it into, I can do the same thing and still have overflow left. Now I got 2 businesses generating me passive income. This wealth bundle will get you all the way together with your credit, building business credit, get corporate government contracts for a temporary shelter. You can go and rent an apartment or a home, turn that thing into a government contract, Airbnb, temporary shelter. Within weeks, you are now generating passive income. You can even rent the place in your business name if you got an LLC EIN. Okay, so the wealth bundle is $97. I tell everybody and their mama, you definitely need, let me go back. I'll go back to this before I say that, okay? I have 7,500 done for you digital products. All you literally got to do, okay? Literally have to do is click on a button. And let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me find Canva over here. This is how you make $10,000 a month. Every month, big businesses digging their big hands in our pockets. Every month. Every month, somebody's spending money. I don't care what's going on, okay? We definitely know that every month, every day, take that back, every day, okay? Somebody even found out what they finna have. I could sell this right here, customized. Put the baby's name, put a photo of their ultrasound, and then go ahead and put some text around that, you know, their arrival. And this is a birth announcement that the families can keep as memorabilia. I could sell this for $17. I sell this, right? $17 times 1,000 people, which is not hard to get. So many people having babies. I made $1,700. But if I sell it $17 times 1,000, I just made me $17,000. Every day somebody is finding out the sex of their baby or planning a baby shower or getting ready for a baby, okay? That's just one way. Let me see if it lets y'all see it. Nope, it didn't. Hold on, because y'all can even see that. And let me turn the screen around over here so y'all can see too. Just talking and trying to talk quick because I need to get up out of here, okay? But this is a digital product, okay? You go ahead and you customize it for them, get the father and the mother's name. This is how you can charge more than $17. If I send it to you as a template, you go ahead and put the information in. You can buy it from me for $17. If I customize these, I'm going to charge you $27. Still going to be delivered digitally, okay? All I got to do is go put the baby name here, okay? Get the father's name, the mother's name, okay? What day this baby is supposed to come, what country they from, put a little bit of information about the mom and how they all excited about the baby, okay? And then I can take some photos that they had when they found out they was pregnant or whatever the case may be, and just fill those in simply by clicking on these photos like that. Go over here to the left-hand side of the screen, go find me a photo, say they sent me their photo, and I'm dang on sure what the heck it says. Okay, say for instance, I wanted to use this photo right here. I would just hold that down like that, drag that across the screen, just like that there. And then now this photo is going to be there. Boom. Drag and drop, copy and paste. They send me the photos, send me the information. I can literally sell this on autopilot without me ever being present. Okay. I just go ahead and say, hey, these baby shower, these baby time Baby Times is selling like hotcakes. If you getting ready to expect a newborn baby, then go ahead and get you a keepsake that you'll never forget, something like that, and then show them the front page of what it looks like, or even show them the second or the third page of what it looks like. Okay, what it's going to look like when they have it in their hands, and put a trending sound on it. And I can sell this to 1,000 people in a month and make me $17,000. I could do something like that. Okay. Every month there is a holiday. Every month there's a holiday. But outside of the holiday, there's a wedding happening. I have a wedding announcement just like that. Okay. Father's Day is getting ready to come up. Okay. I have a whole Father's Day template where I can just go put daddy and daughter, or daddy and his kids right here and modify, edit it. That's Father's Day. People is going to be looking to spend. I did one for Mother's Day. Okay. So many done for you digital products. And I'm just using this as an example of what a digital product is. There's a lot of children that have been diagnosed with autism. Okay. Here's a coloring book to help them manage their anxiety. This is a digital product. Okay. I can sell this without ever showing my face. Nobody never knows who I am, just by taking the photos and say, hey, put some text on the screen. If you have a child has been diagnosed with autism, this is really a game changer. If you want to see your child sit down for longer than 15 minutes, I dare you to download or get this book, or whatever the case you want to say, for your call to action. But this is a digital product. Okay. Let me hit the back button. Is it still over there, stuck over there? Oh my gosh. Hold on. I don't even think y'all can see it. Where do you sell online? You should on all social media platforms. On all social media platforms. And this is how I sell online. Let me see if it'll let y'all see it. Hold on. I got a bunch of windows and it just didn't follow me. So let me let y'all see real quick what I was just showing y'all. So this is a coloring book for children dealing with anxiety that has autism or ADHD. Okay. Stop that one. And then let me share this other one. And I'm going to show you how you sell it. Okay. What is this? No. Okay, let me close up some of these windows, y'all. I got too many windows popping off. Okay, here we go. So how I would sell this, it's just like this. Don't nobody got to see my face, okay, at all. Get me some visuals from over here, a video, and then I'll put some text on it. Please don't get a second job in 2025. Instead, use Canva to create you a digital product, price it at $47, and sell 3 of them a day. That's $4,230 a month. Or you can steal mine, which makes me 5 figures every month. And then you put a call to action. Download my guide here, or join my community here, or buy your whatever, buy the coloring book here. These are already done. And people, this is what it looks like. Okay? Somebody walking, somebody in the Amazon rainforest, same message. Okay? Same message. That's all it takes to sell. It ain't even nothing hard. That's all it takes to sell, is to put it out there and share it. TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels. Put it on those platforms. You don't have to pay for no ad traffic. You don't have to pay for none of that. Put it out there. People buy it. Have the website link. Okay. Have the whatever PayPal, Cash App, whatever you accepting. Have that as your call to action. Hey, make your payment here. Please include your email, whatever you're going to use to sell it. Okay. But this wealth bundle, it also shows you how to set up you a website, a stand store, and let AI build that thing out for you in 5 minutes or less. $97, okay? I tell everybody with credit that is going to be one of the fastest ways for you to get wealth, credit. If you took 30 days, say for instance, they want to crash the dollar by February of next year. We're in June. So that's roughly about 8 months. If you can make $80,000 in the next 8 months, or you can go, let me pull up this receipt for y'all. Let me show y'all too. Did I just show y'all the Canva? I hope I did. I think I did though. But let me show y'all this receipt. Or you can go ahead and take your beautiful selves. Let me get this pulled up. Hold on 1 second. Here we go. Okay. Here you go. Let me block out that information. All right. Let me see if I can block out that information right there. Let me show y'all what y'all can actually go and have readily available to you if you go ahead and get your credit together. Using consumer law to help you get your credit together real fast, okay? Now, what could y'all do with $149,000 for working capital? But if you need equipment, say for instance, you wanted to go and you wanted to start you a transportation business or something, power washing business, they would give you $149,000 on working capital and $187,000 on equipment financing for a total amount of $337,000. What would you be able to do with that? Let me know in the comments real quick. Let me know in the comments real quick. What would you be able to do with that? $337,000, and you can literally have something available to you like this within 30 to 45 days. After a sweep, after you applying consumer law to these credit devils. Now you're ready for funding, okay? I have the credit sweep hack, which works on all 3 bureaus. It's 3 hacks to get your credit swept, because when you get your credit swept, it takes away late payments, hard inquiries, negative remarks, derogatory accounts, anything on your personal information side, it erases it. Why do we want it done this way? Because this is what's going to get you approved for this type of money. They don't want to see somebody lend you something and then you didn't pay them back. They don't want to see no negative comments on there. This is why the sweep is going to be your best. We just had a sister run the sweep, and in 2 days, whole entire score completely changed, because it is against consumer law to have a report into your credit anyway. But if you can go and get funding like this, and this ain't the only funding, okay? This is real and legit. As you can see, these are card keys. Got home and got this pre-approval letter after applying. But let me go show you, find another one real quick. Hold on 1 second, because I got them for you. I just send myself so much. Let me make sure I block out all this information. Okay. Full sweep in less than a week. Equifax was clear in less than 24 hours. 2 repos, 2 other collections, 4 student loans, almost 100 inquiries, all gone in less than a week from the sweep. And you can see Department Ed, NEL net. This is who held the account. Score went up to 744. Baby, let me tell you something. You go get funded with no documentation. Chase will give you $150,000 with a 700 credit score. All you need is a sweep. Somebody put that in the chat. All I need is a sweep. All I need is a sweep. Okay? Then you can turn around and, yeah, go get you $137,000. Okay? $137,000. I told y'all, when you operate on this level, the game is different for you. On a personal level, they're not finna give you, no, they're not finna do that. Okay? Not on a personal level. You got to have some well-seasoned, aged, some serious business for them to give you $100,000 on a personal level. Hold on, let me come past all of this. I know I got another one up in here. Want to show you another client with a $220,000 approval. What is this one? Oh, that's talking about how borrowers' credit scores are plunging from the student loans. But let me get to the one that I want to show y'all, because I got a lot of receipts, lots of them. But what would that do for you right now? What would that do for you right now? What would $220,000 do for you right now if you just took the time, made the investment, took the time, step-by-step instruction is given. Put this right here, write this right here, use this code right here, okay? Attach a copy of your ID so they verify it's you. Send this thing off right here, upload this. Everything that you need is included in the suite. But what would $220,000 do for you right now? Different ball game, okay? And then I'm going to give you the credit sweep at $97. Anybody want that? Let me know in the chat. If you don't, then I'm going to just keep on going on about my business. But anybody want that? Let me know in the chat. What would $80,000 do for you, okay? What would $80,000? This is the new way. We ain't got time to be trying to go get no 9-to-5 plantation. No, we're not doing that. Okay. What would $22,000 do for you right now? If this was the minimum that you were able to get, it would change your life. I already know the question to my own, the answer to my own question. But $50,000. Okay. What would this do for you and your family? Put you in a better position. That's for sure. That's for sure. Let me show y'all so y'all can see. Okay. $50,000. What would this do for you? What would any of this do for y'all? Let me know in the chat. And I'm going to let y'all go in a minute because I know it's getting, we've been here for a cool minute. So I'm going to let y'all go in a minute. What would this do for you? Because I know what it do for me. I can go right now and buy me 60 acres of land and don't even use the whole $220,000. Right here in Texas, because they got land where you can buy it dirt cheap. Okay. So I have the credit suite for $97 and I have the wealth bundle. Those are the most two important bundles I think that everybody needs. I'm not even going to go over all the other ones. Okay. Because I already did that and gave people opportunities. And when I say that this is my final call on any of these opportunities and you don't catch them or take advantage of them, that's on you. It's not on me. I did my part. I did exactly what God told me to do. But those two are the most important that I would recommend anybody to grab for $97. That is cheaper, okay, than you want to go get your nails or your hair done. It's cheaper than what you would spend on an Olive Garden meal this day and age. Okay, it's cheaper than what you would go spend at McDonald's to feed a family of four for one setting. Okay, it's way cheaper than that. I have that. I also have the credit business in a box. I'm only going to allow one person to take advantage of this. This is all I'm doing. And when I tell you it turned my business around and it turned them numbers around, it really did in real life. Because everybody with a social security number got to use credit. Everybody might don't want to use digital AI. They're going to be forced to. So that's another reason why I'm pushing that one. But they're going to be forced to, whether they like it or not. But credit, you're going to have credit. You're going to have credit. And even if you don't need it now, you're going to be 18 and you're going to need it, right? So I always be in business and I always be ready to solve your problem. I will allow one person to get this whole entire done for you credit business in a box. Is this a business in a box where you got to go fix people credit? No. It's a business in a box that has all the templates. You know somebody with check systems, on check systems, give them the template, sell it to them. Okay? If you're on check systems and you need to go get a bank account, if you had a repossession, did you know charge-offs is illegal? I have a dispute template that you can send in the mail and have them charge-offs removed from your credit report in the next 30 days or less. Putting people in a different position to win, okay? Bankruptcies, student loans, evictions, you name it. It's over 70 different dispute templates. It's so many done for you guys. How to build business credit, the whole entire list of the CEO bankers. Most of us don't understand when we go apply for funding, we think we're supposed to get online and ask them, how much are you willing to give us? No, when you have a relationship banking manager, which is on this list inside of this business in a box, when you have a business relationship banking manager, then they can go and request two totally different things. When you apply online, you applying to see what they're going to approve you for. When you have a relationship with a banking manager, they go and request, my client need this much. And because they work directly with the underwriters, 99% of the time you're going to get that funding like you see on the screen, for the simple fact that they get some kickback from it too. Okay. All right. So I have those. I have that credit business in a box. I have already shared it. If you need to go see what it looks like, it's on my page. Okay. I will allow one person to get access to that. I cannot sell it for no lesser than $497. And when I tell you, you're going to make that and some, it ain't even a half of a fraction of what you're going to make back. Why? Because everybody needs credit. And you can sell it faceless. You saw that video that I just put up there. Okay. I got a whole business in a box. I can just type up, hey, don't get no other job. Go fix your credit. And in 30 to 45 days, you can actually apply for funding that you've never seen before on a personal. And if you add a business now, you double dipping. You can get it on the personal and the business side. If they only want to give you $50,000 on the personal, take that. $220,000 on the business, take that. Okay, you just walked out of there with $270,000 that you can take off of a credit card and liquidate it. And there is a hack to do that. Get all that money off that card and go buy you some land. Okay, so I have that credit business in a box for one person. I will match you. I will put up the 247. You put the 250 because I cannot sell it for lesser than $497. If you want that, and I done showed y'all real life activities. Oh, my husband got my phone. Honey, you still need my phone? Okay, just bring it in when you get done. I'll show y'all then. But I will show y'all almost $70,000 since January. Just helping people fix their credit. Okay, just helping people get themselves into a better position to get money, to get approved, especially if they need it. I have helped so many people who I guess was facing eviction or homelessness in some area away, and then we got their credit together. They was able to get approved. Okay, thank you, Papa. Let me show y'all live and in living color, okay? Do you believe it's better? Do you believe it's better? Waiting. All right, here we go. So I'm going to let y'all see this live. And this ain't to impress you or put you in my business. This is to impress upon you that when you trying to wait on them to give you something or trying to go work for you will work yourself out. You do not have to do that. I'm going to start right here from January of 2025, okay? And I want y'all to see January. Let me stop the screen share. Okay? January 2025. You see $10,000. I want y'all to add it up with me. January 2025, you see $10,000. Okay. Now I'm going to switch it to February. You're going to see it in real time. Okay. Calculate. So in January, it was 10,000. February 2025. Okay. It was 16,000. That's 26,000 in 2 months. All digital. I did not have to trade my time for it at all, helping people fix their credit. Okay. Real time. You see the numbers? Turn around in March 2025. We another 15,000. So 26,000 times or plus 15,000. Okay. 26,000 plus 15 more thousand. Okay. 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, $41,000 in 3 months. January, February, March 2025. I know it looks a little blurry, but hopefully you can see it there. Okay. March 2025. Now we're going to go to April. April was $8,800, right? Almost $9,000. We had 41. Now, no, we had 42 if you added up the change, because I did not. I only did the big numbers, but we had 42. By the fourth month, with another 8,000, that is 50,000. 4 months, 50,000. Then we come over here to May. Okay. We had 61,000 in 5 months. So $11,000 a month. We had $61,000 in 5 months. Now we're in June. Okay. 61,000 plus 5,000 in the last 7 days. $66,000 in 6 months. June 2025. I've showed y'all from January to June, all helping people get their credit together. Is there one person on this live that want to take that offer to buy that whole credit repair business in a box, done for you? It's done for you, fully loaded, okay? And get it for $250. I don't do that often either. You got to pay $497 if I sell it to you for $497. If you were to buy it from me, you could not sell it for lesser than $497 unless you are in a financial position to be a blessing and give somebody half on it. You pay the other half, or give somebody $100 off. You put the $100 up towards it, but it got to be $497. Okay, keep it right on moving. I ain't gonna be here too much longer because I only got a little bit more for y'all. Okay. I have the PDF method, low ticket millionaire. Okay. If you want to learn how to have access to PDFs, there's a lot of things people are buying. They like ebooks. How to get your pet to obey, how to get your children to eat vegetables, how to do this, you can move that baby, how to do this or do that if you got ADHD, so many different things. And it comes from the millionaire, top 60 millionaires that have made themselves millions from these PDFs. Okay, you can't see PDF that have made millions from these PDFs, 60 of them. You get access to that. You'll be able to launch in 24 hours. You get access how to do everything, how to set it up. It literally takes a couple of hours to set it up. They are already done for you, okay? It's already done for you. Go create the website so you can get paid. Go create the Stand Store or the PayPal so you can go get paid. Go ahead and launch it in 24 hours. You will be bringing in sales, okay? I have 3 spots available. That is $297 to get access to that mentorship, fully loaded. Everybody in there is making money on demand, right? Digital dollars on demand. It's $297. You get full rights, full access. Go in there and download everything after you implement it, okay? And now you have a system or a blueprint to sell to other people. Because anything that you buy from me, can be sold. Okay. So now you have a way to make money, and then you have a passive stream of income coming from. Everything that I sell to you, you can sell to others. I don't care. There's no gatekeeping over here. The wealth bundle, there's a lot of people that need wealth. They need money. They really do. They starting businesses, don't have a clue. Where's funding to help me stay in business? Where's funding? Who got money for me to help me grow my business? Okay. How I can leverage my credit, how I can actually make passive income, starting a rental car company, how I can actually, all these data centers they putting up, they're going to need virtual assistants, how I can actually start a automated virtual assistant calling center and land corporate contracts, how I can start a rental car business and sell that to the government under corporate contracts. That is inside of the wealth bundle. $97. So you can turn around and sell it. Once you get your first sale, you got your money back. Okay. Same thing with the credit suite. You know how many people need help with credit? Go ahead and you buy it, and now you got something to make money. That's how I spend money. I only spend money on what's going to make me money back. Simple as that. I don't got time to be consuming, wearing an outfit, and you just going to look good, feel good for a minute on the camera. I don't have nobody to impress. Okay. Let me hurry up. I do have the PDF low ticket millionaire. If you want to, I give you a whole entire funnel so you can sell it. You just set it up one time. You don't have to worry about it. Okay. It's done. It's like writing a book. And well, after you're gone, people still reading about what you wrote. That's exactly what it's like. Excuse me. Am I going to offer any of these mentorships? I have the trade line plug. Okay. Now, did I take a screenshot? I have the trade line plug. This is a way for people to rapidly increase their score. I showed you guys, I think maybe last week, how I took a client who was using a CPN number and went from a no number to a 701 points in one day, just adding an authorized user trade line. Okay. What that is people that have gotten approved for big amounts of credit, 32,000 credit card, Bank of America, 23,000 Wells Fargo cards. Some of them have been having these limits for 9 years, for 7 years. Okay. You are now able to be added as an authorized user to get all of that positive history added to your credit report. So now it shows them that, one, somebody lent you a very large amount of money. Two, you were able to maintain that very large amount of money for the last 7 years because you've never missed a payment, right? They got auto trade lines that you can actually add, where you can walk into a dealership, have no money down, but you have this auto trade line reporting showing that you paid off a $70,000 vehicle. You can go into any dealership, get a Hummer off the display flow without showing no documentation. That's just how we know we didn't did it. We went and got a whole fleet of vehicles in 1 week to start our rental car business. Okay, leveraging business credit. That's it. Leveraging business credit. That's how we were able to go ahead and move to different dealerships and get in the game. But I do have a mentorship, and this is only for those who are like myself. I don't know what's going to happen in America, and whatever God says, I'm going to do at all times. If he say go to Africa, whatever the case may be, I'm going. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, because he is my provision for whatever vision he gives me. With that being said, I have a mentorship where I am showing 5 people, a small handful of people, how to start an international automated digital business. Airbnb, you get access to the lenders. You get access to every connection that I have to get you up and running, okay? You can actually have you a fully automated business running in Nigeria, running in China, okay, running in Honduras or wherever. You can have a fully automated, show you how to get the funding, okay, how to get free money, because they love when you do charitable works, charitable deeds, different things of that sort. You can go buy you a mansion, what we consider a mansion over here, for like $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 in Rwanda. Okay, paid for in cash. Turn around, it's a whole little duplex. So now you can rent those out. Transfer. So many different things you can actually start in another country internationally. That way, if you need to get up and jump ship, you already got somewhere to go. Hello, somebody, you and your family. Okay, something that you own. So I am teaching 5, not a lot, just 5, because that's the number he gave to me. How to get this international money. How there is monies for that they will pay you big amounts of money to come over there and just start a business over there and give you the whole process, the connections, who's going to be your boots on the ground, the whole 9 yards in this mentorship. It is $497. Okay. Once I get y'all receipts, then this goes up to $5,000. I'm only allowing 5 people to be grandfathered in at $497. Not because the information is crappy. No, baby, you can change your life. Your life in a real way. Like some of my other business mates and clients have literally left. They live cheaper. They make more money here in America, online, digital, while they living it up in Bali, while they living it up in Dubai. Okay. And when I say living it up, it's because they are living it up. They can. What we paying over here is nothing in comparison to what you're paying over there. Nothing. Okay? Your rent or mortgage on a property you just bought be $100 American dollars, $200 American dollars. Okay? Something that don't take nothing but one sale a whole month to pay off. Nevertheless, I have that mentorship. It's to show you how to start an internationally automated business. Okay, get all the juice and the resources and sauce that you need to be successful. We're gonna launch that thing together, and we're gonna watch God do His big one on that. So I have that. I also have. I think I'm gonna mention 1 or 2 more, and then I'm gonna leave because I want to be gone in 3 minutes. So I'm gonna do the become your own bank. This is a play where I have opened up for 5 people. Okay, this is where we would go in on this funding company. Okay, guaranteed to get your return on investment back. I'm going to teach you. It's really a mentorship that gives you guaranteed income back. Okay. I'm going to show you how to build bank relations with bank relation managers so that you now can become your own funding business. Where to get the money to even lend. Okay. How you're going to be paid the whole 9 yards. Okay. How you're going to use a system to attract the leads and get qualified people on your calendar that you can have a virtual assistant talk to and see if they're ready for funding. We help them get, I actually got 2 opportunities on this. We help them get millions of dollars in funding. Why? Because if I get you $1 million in funding, you owe me $100,000, which is 10% for processing your paperwork. It's a whole method to get a lot of people in your DMs or on your email list rapidly. Okay? Rapidly. It's a whole strategy and it's a whole hack how to do that. Okay? How to use something for free to get a massive rush or influx of new customers and clients looking desperately for your help. So I have anybody, and this ain't just whether you're 18 or not, anybody needs help getting money. And if you're in a position to solve a problem, you will never, ever be broke. If I get you approved for $500,000 in funding, that's a $50,000 payday for me, just per client, just one client. Okay. So you're going to get access to have a VIP day with me where you're going to shadow how I go in, talk to the bankers, how you build a relationship with them. They looking for you. You just don't know where to find them. And once you can come in and build a relationship with the bank, then whoever you send gets approved. Okay? And I'm not talking about no ratchet people who ain't taking resources seriously. I'm talking about people that you send that you know. Say, for instance, it was you, your auntie, you know, she's a, good saver, and it's you, your auntie, and your mom. Now, all three of y'all get funded. Excuse me. Now, you, your auntie, and your mama get funded. Y'all all get $500,000. That is $1.5 million that you now have something to do with. Okay. So now you're in a position to fund people that need money, not just your family, but your friends, your coworkers, and you can tell them, I'll get you funding for free. How about that? Because I'm going to get mine on the back end. It's 10% of whatever I get you funded for. And as long as you meet this criteria, I'm going to get you funded. Why? Because I got connections, and they going to get you funded. Okay, so I have 5 spots at that. I'm telling you, this one right here is a game changer. There's no other program like it. I told you in the last 6 months, we're pushing almost 70,000 just in this space. Well, I don't know, Dr. T, my credit ain't together. Look, I got a $97 credit suite that gets you all the way together. And then once you get done with that in 30 days, then we can go ahead and hit up some funding and get you some funding. Okay. So we can both get paid. How much that? How about that? You can get paid, I can get paid, but I'm gonna definitely get you some funding. So I have that mentorship. Like I said, you will be able to start your own bank. We will use insurance policies to where we will learn about insurance policies and how you can use them. There's 2 specific insurance policies that you need to have. And no, I'm not talking about life insurance that forgot the name of that company come by and say, hey, we're selling. I forgot the name of it. It was right at the tip of my tongue. But they come by and say, hey, you guys got insurance. It's not that type of insurance. Okay. It's insurance that you set your children up for now and later. And then you fund your whole family through that. So I'm going to show you several ways, give you access to my connects and the systems that we use. Okay. And there's only 5 of y'all that can go with me on that endeavor. But you will become your own bank. You will make more than you can even dream or imagine being in your own space, working as your own boss. Hello, brother. I have 5 spaces. That is a $2,500 opportunity. And last but never least, I have a done for you Shopify. I only got 2 more spots. I have a done for you Shopify digital store that sell digital products. It's completely done for you. You don't have to do anything, okay, but pay to get it built out for you. You can have it by middle to end of next week, and within you being delivered this, 24 hours later, you have sales on demand. Take care of all of your marketing. You don't have to worry about, well, who I'm going to sell it to, or how do I sell it? You ain't got to worry about any of that, okay? I literally only have 2 spaces available. The investment is $1,000. It is a fully functional, built out, done for you with the hottest products on your Shopify store. This is the fastest way to make a lot of money and make money online. Okay. It's already done for you. You just receiving the residuals. You just eating up the harvest because you did the work. I invested. They went on ahead and created it for me. Now I'm reaping the harvest from that investment. Okay. I only have 2 spaces available. That is done for you Shopify store. Is there any questions anybody got for me? Look over here, Instagram. I'm gonna let you guys go. I have lots of other different programs, but I'm gonna just leave it right there. Okay. I'm gonna leave it right there because these are honestly the fastest ways that I know and that I have seen across the board with me and other colleagues. This works, and it's working wonders for us and helping us get into a better position. Okay. With that being said, there's never no pressure. There's always solutions. Don't ever feel like it's too hopeless. Never, ever, never, ever will I pressure you, because God didn't pressure us and still does not. We get free will to choose which path you're going to take. You see these people coming for your head, I would definitely get on another path and stop playing. Okay. No questions for me. All right. Instagram, if you are interested, go ahead and DM me, because you cannot see the information on the screen. When I say information is on the screen or the description box, then you can't see it. So DM me. We will get you well on your way. I will send you any information that you may need to help you make your next move your best move. With that being said, I love y'all, and I will see you soon. Okay, all Messiah needs is 144,000. Yeah, that's what he needs. That's it. That's what he needs. Absolutely. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Hello, Dr. Tawana.